All right. Okay, so let me introduce myself quickly. My name is Misako Rocks. I'm a Japanese manga comic artist. And like Kate say, I published a middle graded manga graphic novel, Bounce Back, recently. And it looks like you received already. That's awesome. And this book recently was chosen to be on the list of 2021 best graphic novels for children. So I'm really excited, and a lot more exciting news is coming up, which I can't tell yet. But yeah, please keep checking my website. Everything later on, I'm gonna just share my website and all the stuff information later about also my manga lesson I built online manga school for students age 7 to 11 years old. And yeah, I teach actually tomorrow. I have my online school, online lessons I teach. So it's pretty exciting. I make a manga book and also I teach for students. Okay. All right. So let me, before I start lesson, I'm going to share screen just a little bit to show you behind the scenes on bounce back making. Okay. So first, what we comic artists, what we do is we make outlines, right? And then like pretty much from beginning to the end, we exactly know how we start story and how we end the story, and then send to my editor. And after that, we start making a thumbnails and also script. So it's like writing a movie, pretty much all the conversations, everything. And then I put everything in a panel. So it's going to be like this. Okay, here we go. Okay, so it's pretty rough, but this is like an egg shape. Okay, so I draw everything like this, almost like 300 pages. Bounce Back has 257. So I drew just like this, on and on and on. And then finally, I can move to pencil and the ink and the coloring. So it takes a long time to make it just a one page. So I'm going to share a screen to show you what the pencil page look like and the ink and the coloring. Okay. All right. So let's do this. Here we go. All right. So this is a pencil. All right. Process. One for this, I think maybe 20 pages, no, 20 minutes for this one. And then again, after this process, I needed to send to my editor. And then finally she said, like, Misako, yes, you can go to the next step. So the next step is inking. Okay, so the inking is kind of like this. All right. So this, yeah, another maybe 15, 20 minutes. I usually work really fast, so it doesn't take that long time for me, but it's still empty, right? Because I need to add color. So first what I add is Lyrical main character's color. So it's going to be like this. And then manga characters, eyes, hair, we spend a long, long time. So especially for Lyrical, she has a long hair, kind of like me. So I have to spend at least an hour or maybe 2 hours. And then I color Noah. He's another really important character. I'm pretty sure you read it already, so you know who he is. But yeah, still empty, right? Because I didn't add any background. And the background is like this. So maybe finish for this page. I spent at least 8 hours. I usually spend 6 hours to 8 hours per page because I love coloring. The coloring is my most favorite process because it's like, once you finish, like, characters and everything's alive. And I love using the color scheme of a sunset. Sunset has a pink and blue, a little bit of gold, orange, purple. So I love using those 5 colors together really well. Because when you look at the sunset, I don't know, maybe not you, but me, I just feel, you know, my heart get warm, but at the same time a little bit of sad. I mean, it's a bittersweet, really nice, those like a two feelings in there. And I wanted to show that through art. That's why every page when you flip, I mean, it looks like artwork. That's what I wanted to make. That's why, yeah, I spend almost like 8 hours per page. That's why it takes a long time to make one book. Okay, all right. So now we're gonna stop sharing. Wait a minute. I think you might wanna put me as a spotlight. So once you go to the speaker, you can see me. Kate, do you wanna put me as a spotlight so everybody can see me and I can start drawing?
I think you are.
No, actually, you're the spotlighter. So you're the on speaker view. Can you switch to me?
Let's see.
All right. So I'm gonna wait. All right, here we go. So now everybody can see me, right? Give me a thumbs up emoji if you can see me. Right? Okay. So, all right, good. Thank you very much. All right. So I'm gonna start a lesson and then we go from there. I'm gonna show you what we're gonna draw today. Okay, so get your pencil, color pencil if you have, or if you're using a digital, that's fine with me. Okay, here we go. All right. So on your paper, in the middle, can you please draw a circle, cross lines, and just a little, I guess, guideline for shoulder. We're gonna focus on just the face, maybe shoulder today. And when you draw side line, please draw a little bit of lower because like a manga eye is gonna be pretty big. We need a nice space. Okay, go like this. And then I'm gonna show you. Hold on, where did it go? Okay, here. So I'm gonna use Lyrico or Emma as some, okay, here we go. Something kind of like this today. Okay, so before we start, let's see. Here we go. So through chat, okay, the chat, please send me which number you want me to draw today. 1, it's more like main character lyrical type, a little bit tall, right? 2, more independent, pretty strong, a girl type. This, or 3, more sensitive eyes, like a Nala's eyes. So please send me through chat, and then I'm gonna pick maybe popular one, or I pick one. Okay, here we go. So I guess 3. Oh, 3? Right? Okay, so I'm gonna use 3. Okay, all right. But if you want to draw 1, that's fine too. For this one, I want to draw like this eyelid really round, more like a rainbow shape. Okay, so let me just move it here. Let's see, like that. Right. So above this side line, we're gonna start drawing her eyebrows and the eyelid. Okay, so eyebrows like this. I mean, it's not gonna be that important because in the end, we're gonna add, you know, her bangs. So it might gonna be covered, go like that. And once you finish this part, I'm gonna start drawing her eyelid. Okay, little by little, I'm gonna start. All right. So it's gonna be like a little thicker because the eyelid is gonna be much thicker than her eyebrows. So go like that. I go like this. And then maybe a few eyelashes. Well, if you creating a more like mature character, you might want to add it more eyelashes, but usually like manga anime character tend to be more teen or tweens. So I want to keep it more like teenager type. So I'm adding a little bit 3 eyelashes, something like this, okay? And if you can, just draw other side too. Hold on, it's kind of same way. Like that. Like this, right? And once you are ready, we're gonna start drawing her actual eye. I mean, this is just like I said, smiling. I mean, this is fine. But let's go more detail. Okay, so for this eye, we're gonna draw really round. It's like a knowledge sweet eye. Go like this. Okay. If you're doing a one, like a ridicule's eye, make sure you're gonna do a little skinnier and the tall eye. Okay. But now let's kind of sweet, sensitive eye, more round eyes. And a little, a few bottom eyelashes, if you like to. And then let's do same thing other side. Okay. Like this. Whoops. Okay. Like that. And when you're drawing this part, also same time, let's start thinking of inside of eyes, because like a manga eyes, the bubble is gonna be super duper important. The more bubbles her eyes have, more excited she looks like, or passionate or happy she is. That's why a lot manga eyes, when they get super emotional, tons of bubbles shows up. But here, maybe like classic one big bubble on top, and then maybe black bubble in the middle. And if you like to, you can add more bubbles. I think adding maybe like a little side lower kind of bubble one, and then maybe little small, kind of like that. But of course, you can design the way you want to, okay? I'm gonna do other side too. Like this. Here we go. So now I guess I'm gonna, while you're finishing up, I'm gonna start adding an eye color. I like giving maybe a little bit of sort of like a purple and a blue kind of eyes. I think that would be pretty. But let's use more than one tone. I'm going to pick a one light color and then little dark color. Okay. So let's say I picked the blue and then a little bit of purple, right? It can be a fantasy character, but here, not instead of a bubble, like this. See, so first layer, like that. Okay, so really light. Okay, like this. Okay, and then second tone, now a little darker color comes in. So from the top, press, press, press. And then you start relaxing your wrist, so you're not gonna color that much in the middle. Here too. Like this. So that's like two colors just, like here, get together really well. Nice, sort of like, I guess, I don't know what to say, but you know what I mean, like that. So same thing other side. Let me just do this. All right. Okay. All righty. And then manga notes, so tiny in the middle. Because usually, like a manga eyes are pretty big. That's why we don't want to add like a human nose. It's tiny little nose in the middle. And then expressions. Here we go. Oops. We're going to do like more of that. Okay, so for her, which expression you want me to use? Smile, laugh, a little more like a thinking, or cute little, like smile and tongue out. Those are classic too. So please give me a number and then we go from there. Otherwise, if I don't see that much, okay. 2. I'm just going, oh, 2. All right, so I guess I'm going for 2. Okay, right here we go. I'm gonna go 2. Oh, that's good, really positive. I love that. So for this, so start like just the side kind of line like that. And then you're gonna start adding bottom line. And if you really want to go more detail, you can add a little bit of teeth line and tongue. But those are up to you. I'm using a marker, so it's a little bit tricky, but you can draw really, really light. And once you finish this, I'm going to start drawing a face line. So far, we drew eyes and nose and lips on just the basketball, right? She doesn't have a chin line yet. So what I meant is this face line, this one. Okay, so the manga face, usually they tend to be like wide cheeks and a sharp little chin. So that's what I'm going to show you. If your guidelines are too wide, make sure you're going to draw her face line a little close to her eyes, okay? So let's start like here. 1, height 2. Okay, go like this. Well, let me just sort of move this one. And now let's say her chin is going to be maybe around here. Right there. So it's not going to be too long. It's not going to be too short. Because if you end up drawing a more like a skinny long face, it's going to look mature. So it's kind of better to keep it just a little short face. And connect the line. Go like this. Like this. Okay. I guess this is like a little round, but it's okay. And then let's give her ears. Ears. Once you finish this process, can you erase cross lines, bottom guideline? We don't need that anymore. So let's erase cross lines and a bottom guideline. And then I'm going to show you hair sample and we go from there. Okay. All right, let me just move this one. Okay, so while you are cleaning the lines, let me just put your okay, here we go. So her hair, I'm showing a really classic, useful manga hair. 1, more little goes high ponytail. I love it. Sporty, so cute. 2, like Emma's more dramatic hair. If you want to challenge yourself, I think 2 might be good. Or 3 or 4, those Nala super more kawaii anime hair. I love that little bit of Sailor Moon going on. Or if you want to challenge yourself, braided hair. That's good too. So which one you want me to draw today? Okay. Oh, yes, yes, yes. I mean, personally, yeah, I guess I'm like a Violet. I like drawing a wavy hair. I mean, so far I don't see 1 or 2. Okay, so I'm gonna go as a 2. Love that. Let's just draw this one. Okay, so let me move this. Okay, so dramatic wavy hair, we need a like nice space around her forehead and then side. Okay, so for this, from maybe around here, let's start adding a little short hair, kind of like that. Okay, coming out like this, and then go like this. And don't worry, it's overlapping, you know, like her eyes. Don't worry about it. Just go like that. And then from here, you go like this. So one hairline goes out, this one comes in like this. Okay. And then before we add this side, let's secure this line too. Go like that. Maybe this one just goes slightly, looks outside. That might be nice. At the same time, can you look at your drawing and the characters are like a head shape? Let's think about it. Manga hair, they tend to go pretty wild. right? Short kind of face and a big fluffy hair. That's going to be the key. So I'm assuming her top of her head might be around here. So I'm just going to add lines like this. And then this one go like this. Hair is always about layers. And I don't want you to draw just looking the same way. That's kind of boring. So go like this. Some of them a little bit skinny. Some of them, let's go a little thicker. And a more dramatic a few waves. Go like this. I'm going to zoom out just a little bit more. And then here, here. And the same thing other side. Like this. Like this. And then more. This. Don't worry about around here because we're going to add her shoulder line, stuff like that. So we don't need to add hair so much in the center. Okay. All right. So when you're finishing up, same time, I'm going to show you how to shade, kind of manga hair. Okay. All right. So let's see. Oh, so you must have received my special postcard, right? Maybe you have this one. And then manga hair. Okay, here. Whoops, sorry. Everybody has a little shiny spots here and there, especially if you have a dark hair tone. It's going to be easy to create kind of shiny spots like a lyrical. So I'm going to show you how to create this kind of a shiny spots with a color pencil, or if you have a brush pen, that's good too. So let me show you with a color pencil and a brush pen, which I used for bounce back making. So I'm going to give her hair, I'm going to keep it kind of cold tone today, kind of cool, even though she looks super sweet. I'm going to use a kind of indigo hair color for her. All right. So what I meant is, all right, let me use this spot. So this spot, it's going to be shiny, right? So if you can, draw really lightly with a pencil. Give a little jelly beans, kind of shape like this. Okay. And then from the bottom, press release all the way to the shiny spot. Go like this, right? And you're not going to touch anything inside. And then from the top, again, press release. Okay, my character is pretty big, so it's kind of hard to do. Okay. Go like that. See, so that's how you can create beautiful shiny spots on hair. But if you have brush pen, kind of like this. Okay, so this is it's a little blurry. So this is a brush pen I use, calligraphy brush pen I used for bounce back. And the ink, it's a little thick. So it might gonna bleed a lot. So you gotta do pretty quick. But the same thing, I'm gonna use this spot, little skinny part, okay? So if I wanna add shiny spots here, usually I go like this, press, release, press, release. Okay, go like this, right? And then, so this spot's gonna be shiny, so I'm not gonna touch that. And then from the bottom, here, go like this. Here we go. That's how you create beautiful shiny spots. Well, maybe this spot can be a shiny spots too. But if you have a brush pen, you can create something like that. Okay. All right, here we go. Well, when you have a time, please try to finish coloring her entire hair, maybe a little bit later on. But then I want to show you some sample of her outfit. And we can just draw maybe like me from shoulder to maybe stomach area. And then maybe I'm going to show you how to just do peace sign. And then we can just finish up for lessons, okay? So maybe next, 10, 15 minutes, let's focus on this. All right. Here we go. Hold on. Where's outfit? Oh, here. Okay. So these outfits gonna be really useful. So like, since I'm Japanese and my entire life when I was a student, I have to wear school uniform. One, these are classic. Okay. Two, little scarf and an oversized and a long t-shirt. That's good. Three, more hoodie, relaxed, right? Or four, if you want to draw a really sensitive fabric, I think this kind of blouse might be a nicely challenge. So which outfit you want me to draw today? If you have your own idea, of course you can draw yours. So please send me some numbers and we go from there. Okay. Right. I mean, my personal favorite one is going to be actually like a 2, but I'm going to wait here. All right. Oh, 1 or oh, it's more like if you're doing a 1, it's going to be like a lyrical. That's so cute. Oh, but divided. Okay, so I guess I'm just going to pick one. Well, sorry, don't hate me, but I guess I'm going to go. Oh, 1. 1 is a popular. Oh, all right. Nice. So let's do 1. Okay, so let me move this. When you want to draw a body, always guidelines gonna be super important. Okay, hold on, here we go. So far you do something kind of like this, right? Neckline, shoulder, and then her body is gonna be slightly wider than her face. Sorry, here we go. Go like this. I'm making a space. So I'm gonna draw her peace sign right here. So let's say, let's do like this. Can you sort of like draw really roughly? Her arm to elbow, elbow to wrist. Or am I gonna zoom out a little bit more? Sorry. And her hand is gonna be around here. It's like a quick kind of egg shape, something like this. Okay. This side, don't worry about it. We don't need to draw arm. We don't need to draw hand. So just the body, arm line, and a hand. So that's going to be nicely, just a rough guideline. And then we start from here. So the neckline, oh, not this, or here. Here we go. Neck, neck. Well, we don't want to make it, too wide or too long for this character. So kind of small. That's good enough. And sailor uniforms start like this. So it's like a pizza slice. Yeah, pizza slice. Well, we drew a hair right there, so we can't show the entire shoulder line, but that's the image. And let's do other side. So her shoulder width is going to be, around here. So slightly wider than her face, right? And a side line a little bit like that. And then most of the schools, classic type is a scarf, or some schools they do bow. But let's do a little classic one because that's gonna be useful and a sensitive fabric. So we can add tons of like fabric wrinkle lines. The first thing I'm going to draw kind of little marshmallow, I guess. Okay, sitting like this in the middle, and the scarf comes from a side, goes in. Little bit of wrinkle lines like this. Okay. And other side, same thing. So scarf just goes through here. Go like this. And a wrinkle line. Like this. Other side. Like this. Okay. Oh, I should have zoomed out. All right. So now I definitely notice my guidelines are a little too skinny for her body. So I'm going to draw her body slightly wider. Okay. But here, let's just draw her short sleeves. Go like this, like that. But I think her body is like, I think that's going to be more better. Yes. Here, here. See, wider than her face line, right? Then I guess I'm just going to stop there right there because I don't have that much space. If you can draw a skirt, please do so. That would be fantastic. I'm just going to stop it like this. And then when you draw clothes, I always recommend my students to add, again, fabric wrinkle lines around the armpit. because otherwise it looks like she's wearing a box. Okay, so always adding a wrinkle lines here or stomach, that will be good. Little bit here and there. And when you are ready to draw arm, peace sign, give me thumbs up emoji. When you are ready to draw arm, peace sign, give me thumbs up emoji, okay? All right, thank you. Oh, looks like I'm getting ready little by little. So I guess I'm gonna start little by little, huh? All right, let me start. Okay, let me look at my guideline, which are slightly short. So I'm gonna start drawing here. Guideline, you don't need to follow guideline. If your guideline you think is a little too short or too long or too big, mine's definitely small. So I'm making her arm slightly longer. Go like this. And then here. And the elbow usually like a pointy. So finish like this. Okay, and I'm going to show you how to draw really easy way. Peace sign. Okay, so this is going to be pretty useful. So let's say, oh, I guess I got to fix my guideline here. Because it's not on a area I want to draw. All right, so a little egg shape like this, right? And so start with bunny ears, okay? Start like this, right? Oh, I'm gonna zoom in. Okay, go like this. And then you're gonna draw ring finger, pinky next to, go like this. Now you have a nice space in the middle, right? So you're gonna draw number 3 in there. There you go like this. Okay, now you see it. Now I want you to start connecting a line here, index finger to thumb, thumb to wrist. That's how you draw peace sign. Really easy way. Okay? All right, go like this. And then here, now you know what to do. This side, we don't need to just worry about her hand. The sleeves is gonna be same kind of length here, right? And I just hide her hand. That's totally fine. Okay, go like this. But before I finish up this drawing, one quick thing, because just without color, it's a little bit sad, which I don't like that. So let me just add some color. Sailor uniform, popular one is usually blue here in Japan, okay? Like this. And a little lines like that. And the scarf tend to be green or red or white. It's up to completely different schools, but I guess I'm gonna use like a more my school way. So I'm just gonna use red. Okay. Go like this. Here we go. Oh, right. Okay. So once you finish drawing your character, I mean, you can just leave it like this. That's fine. But I like always, asking my students to give a speech bubble, make a talk, stuff like that. So let's say, okay, I don't have that much space, but I'm gonna speech bubble like this, okay? Here, if you have a space, please draw one nice kind of speech bubble and a spike. So now she's talking, okay? Well, since she's wearing a Japanese uniform, so I'm gonna make her talk Japanese. All right, so if you know, please send me through chat. You guys know how to say hello in Japanese. If you know, please send me through chat. If you don't know, that's fine. I'm gonna write it down in Japanese, okay? So I'm just gonna write it down. So we say konnichiwa. Maybe you heard it before. So I'm gonna write it down konnichiwa here. If you don't want to write it down, that's fine. You don't need to. You can just write it down in English or whatever you want, okay? So start like this. はい、one, two. This is こ。Next is ん。Okay. Next is に。はい、one, two, three. Okay, こんに。Next is ち。one, two. こんにちは。So one, two, three. こんにちは. That's how we write it down. And then I guess let's say I'm gonna give a name. I'm gonna give a really popular name. Yuki. That's a really nice kawaii name. As a Japanese girl's character. So if you want to write it down, Yuki, her name, start like this. One, two. Okay, so this is you. Next is ki. One, two, three, four. Like that. So once you finish drawing character, you can just start. No, not character. Yeah, once you finish drawing a character, you can start write it down more like information about her or she's introducing herself. This can be your first panel. All right. Okay. So that's what we did it today. It's a really like a basic manga lesson. But once you know how to draw one character, you can start creating another character, right? So what I want to, before I finish up, I'm just going to write it down. If you like to get to know me more, please check out my website. I just sent it to everybody, misakorocks.com. Or also, I guess I do have, I'm just gonna hear. I do have, like I said in the beginning, online manga schools for children from 7 to 11 years old. I usually teach super kawaii, fun, positive manga drawing. If you or your student or your kid interested in, please check out my online school, Learn Manga with Misako. Okay, so it's super fun and most of the students are so passionate to draw, and I usually just share pretty exclusive information about bounce back with my students. So that's what I do. All right. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed reading Bounce Back, and I hope you enjoyed drawing manga with me. And if you like to know, okay, about my artwork more, or if you liked my lesson, please check out those my websites. Okay? All right. Okay, so thank you so much.